Hi there guys and welcome to another Train Sim World video. Today we're going to be looking at the Transpennine Freight Pack that was released the other day. I was trying to get this video done over the weekend, but of course it was crew and it was busy and I've literally just had the time to do it now. So let's get into it. So we want Northern Transpennine, that is what we want. I haven't tried any of this yet. I've tried to avoid a bit on Facebook. But there hasn't been much about it, really. To be honest with you, it hasn't. I haven't seen too much about it. Actually, I can also say I bumped into the guy that actually did the scripting for the train at Crew, so I did have a brief conversation with him as well. So he's told me some pointers, which I'm quite looking forward to. So what have we got scenario-wise now? Okay. So is that 1, 2? So how many scenarios is that? That one's got the 40 in it. That one's got the 08. So 1, 2, 3 scenarios. What's this one saying? Form of a goods train, haul it to Leeds and beyond. Should we do that one because that will cover the 08 and the 40 by the looks of it. So let's do that. Let's do it again. It's in the rain though. Stop making rainy scenarios. I know it's atmospheric and it is nice, but I didn't see that was on the community challenge. I didn't see what one that was. That's been a little touch that DCG have brought in recently, isn't it? Whistler and Gronk. A general freight train is due to arrive north of Huddersfield Station, awaiting an additional delivery of vans. Shunt the vans coupled to the 08 to the rear, and something that I missed. So that's the 40. Sounds not seem too bad so far. Right, the 08. I actually quite like this in the Middlesbrough one as well. I've had a little play with it. I do quite like it. Let me turn my DPI down as well so you guys are not going to get thrown about too much and it looks a bit smoother. Right, we started. Yeah, we've got air. We started everything like that. Cool. Wait for the line to clear. Where is my signal? It's going to be that signal there, isn't it? While we're doing that, let's go and have a look at the wagons. Love the directional sounds on these as well. It's a nice little touch. Can we open? Oh, yeah! That's a nice touch. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that. You know me, simple little things make me happy. I want to close the door. How did I close that one? Did I just click on it? Yep. Oh, do I need to shut that one first? Yeah, that's what it was. Notice the little latch there. We can put the pin in. Set the train brake to running position. Does that mean I've got the line, does it? I'll check that before we go anywhere, really. Let's train brake to running. Yeah, it looks like we've got the road as well. Request access before proceeding. Signal pass at danger. Proceed at restricted speed. I'm on a bit of a grain because it started moving without me putting any power on there. Wagons are a bit quiet. They look nice though. That does look pretty, mind you. Was that putting that wiper on? There we go. What's it going to get me to do? I was just going to couple them up like that. Okay, cool. I've got to look through that document that's put out. Thomas Harrison did a video on it as well that stops the washed out look on TSW. I've really got to give that a go because I think that might improve my enjoyment of TSW. I think it was a Steam Workshop guide that I'll try and link in the description. Right, as any of you that watch my streams know, that shunting is never my strong point, so we'll start braking. One thing I really cannot fault Train Sim World for is this camera view. The number 3 cam on this is, I wish we had it in Train Sim Classic. I really, really wish we had it in Train Sim Classic. Except for when that happens. I don't know what I'd like it to do instead, I'll be honest. Should have kept them nicely there. Okay, so now we've got to go out and couple them up. And this I like, a little bit of manual coupling and uncoupling. It's quite nice. So general is now back to the stabling further pilot. Right, take the 08 back basically. Driver, like every shunter driver ever does, like you stole it. This thing's got a series and parallel switch as well in here, which I quite like. I need to actually work out what it does and read it up properly and stuff. I'm guessing it's if you're going to be doing a bit of mainline running, you can sort of switch it over and get a little bit more speed maybe. I'd guess that for the traction motors. It is nice in here though, the sounds are definitely nicer. The way it's sort of, you can tell it's got like no suspension, the way it sort of clatters, well, it has got suspension but not decent, sort of clatters over the points. Do I get to run all the way up to take over that freight as well? Ooh. Quite a nice idea of a scenario. Oh, no, it's going to want me to shut it all down, isn't it? Which I like. I do find the brake really slow on this, if I'm honest. It's not the reverser, is it? I'll be kind. I'll close the door so it doesn't get wet in there for the next shunter. I'll look left. I'll look right. I won't step on the track or the sleepers. Ballast to ballast. It's looking very white in the rain. It sort of does my head in a bit. All the best scenarios seem to be set in the rain. All the ones I want to show off because they do the right thing or have the right things in them seem to always be in the rain. Alright, so I've got a tail lamp. That's cool. I like that. So I've checked I've got a tail lamp. Tell you what would have been cool for this would have been a brake van. It's not very loud. Ooh, I like it. What we got? Anything on the back wall? No. What we do need to do is put all of that on. We need to sit in the train first, don't we? Let's have a look round it actually first. Silly not to, wouldn't it? So there's two versions. I've seen one with headcode discs. So my lights are on anyway. It's miserable out there. Let's just turn it off. That should be on goods, which it is. We got cab heaters and stuff. Yeah, clickable. Domestics aren't though, but that's fair enough. Handbrake, horn. Oh no, vacuum chamber release. DSD, horn. It's the fade out on their horns. They've really got to get it right in the low tones. It's an improvement over 37, definitely. It's a very synthetic sound. Got a height adjuster on the seat again, I like that. Cab looks nice though. Switches, texturing isn't up to... 30% or more. Okay. Not really convinced with the volume of the sounds, if I'm honest. It's a bit better. Come on, amps, drop off before I get 15. Cool. course, slow dropping the amps off. I like it. That's going to take something getting used to. Because remember, with especially locos of this generation, you don't really go in from any sort of power, like a high power, a high lot of amps down to nothing straight away. You'll end up with flashovers. On the traction motor, so what you want to do is pull it down, leave it on, let the amps drop right down, then take it back to off. Give it a bit of welly. That's a bit better. We're a bit of a full chat. Now the thing is, see that even the Wagon's AP40, I think the sounds on that in Train Sim Classic are not the best in the world. I think they are too quiet. So it may be that they're just quiet locos, which we all kind of know isn't true. Why have I just dropped off all my amps? Oh, I think I know why it might be. Now my brakes are coming on. Let's put the AWS on when we're sitting still. What? Hold on, did that make the buzzer sound there? Sound a bit weird there. Maybe it's just me not doing it. I'll just put it in. I'm going to put that down to user error for now. I'll try a bit later with something else. They're better than the Western, I'll give them that. They even looks slightly 3D. It looks like the glass is before a texture. That's quite nice. Oh, that's nice as well, though, to be fair. Seeing sort of ripples and stuff in the body. Lovely. Not a massive. I don't have massive knowledge about 40. It looks quite right to me. Doesn't look that far off at all. Turn motion blur off. Yeah, the lighting, see, there's snow on the ground. Real life does not look like that. Oh, I didn't think. What's my maximum speed with these wagons? vans, were they 60? I don't mind. If it's not going to tell me, I'm going to take it up to whatever line speed is because I want to hear this at full chat. Okay. Considering they've got directional sounds, I don't know why that's coming the same as the high tone. What's that switch? Oh, that'd have been cool. Oh, got a bit fast. Can you guys hear that? I like that little view. It's rather irritating, that noise, whatever it is. Burr, 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 burr. Have I caused it? It's dropping my my amps when I'm not in the driver's seat. Whoa! This is why their first looks, they're always a bit shaky like this. I'm getting that noise in any other view. Yeah, it's a compressor. Let's try overcharge and see if it'll push them up a bit. No. Okay. Okay, that's a bit weird. Yeah, that's doing my head in enough that I'm beginning to really resent driving it. Let's have a look at one of the other ones. I want to try and find the head code 40 to have a look at. So that one we did. Join a service that hauls fuel across the steep inclines and descents of the Pennines. That sounds pretty good. SW1000R, right, okay, cool. No, TSW in the snow, really? Regular freight trains across the Pennines to different ports, industries, delivering fuel. This service originated from Port Clarence, is bound for somewhere. Very quick. Wait for the line before proceeding. Now, right, my first gripe. TSW in the snow sometimes can look very pretty, but the lack of draw distance on the track means that it's like driving on a Dalmatian. It just looks odd. It looks like somebody's added it in afterwards. So does ballast not get snow on it? Only track clips and sleepers. Alright, love. At least you look kind of like you're in a uniform, I suppose. Got a trainman. $1,500 tons of fuel, so be careful. Throttle movement is required to get this moving. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I've put some sand down as well. Double-headed as well, that's quite nice. And this has the head code. We'll stop and have a look at those in a bit. I don't know what the head code marker is for whatever we're hauling. I just want a light on. See, look, the distance with the snow looks beautiful, and then you look at the track and go, oh. I like the wagons, though. They are nice. Yeah, okay. Oh, I like that little add-on there. That's good. Yeah, cool. I like them. Do you know, this isn't a moan, because I quite like the fact that you get snow in TSW, but when you zoom in really, really close to it, which you shouldn't really do anyway, this isn't a moan. It looks like digital camo, which I quite like. So yet another big diesel to come out of DTG, though, with weird clag. Oh, hello. What's down the side look like? Oh, was that the AWS? That was cool. That was the AWS receiver. Do I overload traction motors? No, see, it's alright. We're alright. Well, I didn't notice it gives like a slight repetitive texture in as well, that's a bit odd. Just a real shame about the track. I mean, it's so much that you probably 7 or 8 sleepers actually ahead of the nose on the 40 that you actually see. Right, let's now try and stop this absolute beast. 1,500 tons. Is it still in vac? No, it's in air. It's odd, doesn't quite feel like you've got the weight, it just feels a bit sluggish. Whereas in the 37, it sort of felt like you had the weight. So I don't know what that is, or what the difference is there. I like the way the pipes move like that. There's some definite pros to this. Right, let's have a bit of fun. See what she's like without anything on. Double-headed. Let's put handbrake on. Not that I think one handbrake would hold 1,500 tons on a slight gradient, but it is. Quite a big frame rate drop there with that clag from 2 locos. Yeah, it's pretty rapid. Okay, what do I think of it? It's not sort of blown me away as such. Like the, it's not really got as much drive for me as the 37, but that's probably more personal. I haven't checked out if it's got a different cab at the other end actually. And of course, we've got like 0 brake force now. Oh, cool little place to stop as well, look. That's different. That's cool. Yeah, alright. Okay, what do I think of it? Yeah, it adds an extra dimension, doesn't it, to the Transpennine route. I can't say it's one that's going to have me jumping for going and driving it again. Really, it's not my sort of thing. I'm sure some of you will love it. Sounds are a bit quiet for my liking. Horn, again, it sounds good, but it's that weird synthesizer fade out is just a bit bonky. I've heard certain people going, the horn is the best horn in TSW. I'm not going to compare that to other things. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's nicely done. I'm liking the way things are going. There are bits sort of missed out that I think could have been in, but again, that's not just this at all. This is like Train Sim World as a whole at the minute. There are certain bits and aspects that just don't do it for me. And to be honest with you, at the moment, it's this weird lighting on routes. So I'm hoping that by modifying the INI files, like is said in that guide, that I will be able to get to a point where Train Sim World looks how I like it to look and still performs decently. Throughout this, I've been getting 60 to 70 FPS, so it's been fine. I've got a little drop down to about 21 when both the 40s were on full clag. So yeah, I'm pleased that it's going. I look forward to seeing more from them, really. Alright then, guys, thank you ever so much. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Heading over to alanthomsonsim.com for all of your user-generated content needs, plus also your subscription needs. Also heading over to Twitch on a Sunday and Wednesday evening from 7 PM, UK time that is. And also head on over to the Facebook group if you could do any tech support, things like that. Also, just heads up, there is a new forum section being bolted onto the website that will be for tech support. It's not meant to be a mad rehash of the Facebook group at all. It is literally meant to be for people that are creating little projects, or people that want a bit of tech support, or an FAQ really for the questions that we get asked an awful lot on stream. So once again, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.